hustling, nigga, hitting me, broke out that clip and
Welcome back, guys, to 7 Deadly Souls. Today we have a special episode. We're going to be showing you pictures of Marlon Craft shoes that we made for Marlon Craft.
The Marlon Craft shoes from Marlon Craft? Glad we didn't make them for someone else. Yeah, guys. Welcome back. Glad you're joining us for another week and another episode. So this episode, we're going to be talking about the shoes that I did for Marlon Craft. But anyways, I did some Air Forces for Marlon Craft, and I don't have the shoes right now because I already shipped them out. I was trying to get them to him as fast as possible. But I'm going to try to, and hopefully it works, get a bunch of pictures posted over me as I'm talking. So I can be like, hey, check this out. That's where I painted so-and-so. Or check this out. Anyway, so just like with most of the shoes, when I paint anything leather, you have to take acetone or like a prepper deglazer and clear off the factory clear coat that they put on them so you can actually get the paint to adhere to the shoe. And so that's always my first step. But with these two, I also did remove some of the swishes and create Velcro swishes. So I also had to take an X-Acto knife and remove all the stitching holding the swishes on. And so I did that first, and then I actually did the acetone and prepping right after. That way I could do everything all at once. It was a little bit quicker than doing them separately. And then after I was done with that, I went in and I applied a stencil of the New York Knicks, which hopefully I'll have a picture right here. And I applied a stencil of New York Knicks, hit it with a base coat of, what was it? So I painted it blue, applied the stencil, hit it with orange, and then I had to go in and hand black, and I did all the line work and any of the shading I needed for like the shadows. And then after that, I actually went in and I applied all the Velcro that I have on there, along with cutting a swoosh out of an actual basketball, which I'll show you. You have to excuse our host too. He must have had bad breath or something because I hear him brushing his teeth. What's up? Bad breath, Bryson? Anyway.
Was that loud?
What?
The water?
No, not too bad. Cut a swoosh out of here. What I did is I just took the factory swoosh, I traced it onto some tape, taped it on here, cut it out, and then I went through and I had to hand stitch it on because what I did is I actually left the rubber layer attached to the swoosh just to give it a little more strength and kind of keep that shape. So I went in and I hand stitched the loop side of the Velcro onto the basketball. And hopefully I'll have some pictures, like I said. And after I did that, I then went in and cut pieces to match that, and I glued them using contact cement onto the Air Force itself. And then I took the factory swoosh that had originally been on it that I cut off, and I stitched Velcro onto that one as well using New York Knicks colored stitching, or thread I should say. And so that left shoe, it has two different swishes, and you can also rock them without the swoosh because I left it so underneath where the swoosh sits, the New York Knicks logo is kind of oversized, and so it runs up under where the swoosh would be, and I left everything around it a different color, so it kind of gives it the appearance that the entire swoosh is supposed to be that color. And yes, this sealer works great. It's a leather top coat. This is a matte one I use just so it doesn't have too much shine. But this stuff, scratch proof. I can take my X-Acto knife to it and try to scrape stuff off. Nothing comes off. Damage free, helps my kicks last a lot longer. He always wants to show that off. I don't know why.
I won't get sponsored.
Oh, he wants to get sponsored. That's why. I guess he's smart. And then the rest of the shoe, I actually went in and I made some color changing paint, and it is actually UV reactant, and it is a pigment I found on Amazon, I think. And I basically just mixed it with some neutral paint and then diluted it down so it would go through my airbrush. And it goes from, when you're inside, it's white, and so it's basically like ghosted on this shoe, which looks really cool. Hopefully I'll have a picture right here. I'm going to look really dumb if no pictures ever work and get popped up and I'm just pointing at stuff. Oh yeah, you have it. But I took a neutral paint. Oh, that glow-in-the-dark stuff. The lid didn't go the whole way. And I mixed it with a pigment that reacts to the UV light, so it goes from white to purple. And then I just applied it with my airbrush over a stencil I had, and I just stenciled in a bunch of Marlon Craft's lyrics from his songs At the Door and Dribblin' for that left shoe. And then I also did a heart on the swoosh on the inside, and I did the lyrics from the song Loved on the inside of that shoe, because it's actually my song that dedicated to this turd head right here.
And you put it inside the liquor bags or whatever.
What?
Liquor bags or whatever. Grandma's whiskey.
Oh, well, I'm not there yet. Dang, kid, jumping ahead. But yeah, that's one of my favorite songs by him, Loved. And that's, I don't know, the lyrics to it are really cool. And it always makes me think of this kid right here when I listen to it. So I had to include that song on these shoes. And then on the other shoe, the right shoe, on the inside, I found another pigment that was glow in the dark, which is this blue one right here. And it works really well. It starts as like this almost baby blue, I guess, and then it is like a
teal.
Yeah, like a neon like teal when you have it in the dark. And only takes a couple minutes to charge up, glows really well. I was really impressed by how well it works. So I used lyrics from his song State of the Union, because I also, on the outside of the shoe, I painted basically the scene from the video for that song. And it's got him standing at a podium with a microphone and two people in the back holding an American flag. So I actually did the swoosh in the shape of I did the flag in the shape of a swoosh behind him, and then I painted him standing at the podium with the microphone. And so just to kind of tie it all together, I wanted to include the lyrics on the inside. And then he is right. After I did all that, I applied the
Grandma's whiskey.
I was hoping you'd say liquid cakes. I said I applied the
saying.
All right, so as you were saying, the last step I did on there was apply the liquid cakes. Nice sealer. Like you were saying, well, like I said, scratch proof and everything.
Yeah.
Really helps with the life of the paint job on the shoes. But then after I had sealed it and everything, I did go through and kind of try to almost overdo the packaging on these. So he has a song with Code to the Friend, and it's called Mom's Whiskey. And so I actually got 2 Crown Royal bags and put a shoe in each Crown Royal bag. Got the green and the purple. I thought it was a nice touch. Actually came out looking pretty professional, which again, I'll show pictures so you guys can see exactly what I'm talking about. And after I was done with that, I went through and I actually got an acrylic, so a transparent shoebox made of acrylic. And then I went through and used my Cricut machine to cut out vinyl for my own logos and a bunch of different stickers. And I use this holographic vinyl, so it's pretty cool. Depending on how you hold it and how you move it, it'll kind of change colors. But I put those all over the outside of the box to kind of give it more of an official look.
Should be played at high volume, preferably in a residential area.
Who really want come fuck with the kid? Feel like I'm God, put your trust in the kid. They be sneak discussing the kid. Shit, at least they discussing the kid. I'm disgusting this shit. Low limits to the fucks I could give. Sometimes wanna kill the internet. It's like I've been through something with Sid. It's disruptive as shit. All these functionless kids clicking stuff that get lit. I'm all grumpy and shit, bitch. Get off my yard. You don't really want to see me get on my job. Keep your voice down for you set off my squad. Lucky that you played out 7 iPods. Cause if you was more relevant, you might just get your head kicked in. I'm ready as I ever been. My cocky be so elegant. That college head on him, but raised on New York City sentiment. Combined to make my suck my dick sound so eloquent. I'm feeling like and one hot sauce. For you could say, man's done got crossed. Long list of demands for the pop off. You be shocked what my thoughts cause. Who I fuck with? Who really want come fuck with the kid? Feel like I'm God, put your trust in the kid. They be sneak discussing the kid. Shit, at least they discussing the kid. I'm disgusting this shit. Low limits to the fucks I could give. Sometimes wanna kill the internet. It's like I've been through something with Sid. It's disruptive as shit. All these functionless kids clicking stuff that get lit. I'm all grumpy and shit, bitch. Get off my yard. You don't really want to see me get on my job. Keep your voice down for you set off my squad. Lucky that you played out 7 iPods. 2020 coming forward, I need alimony. I've been taking care of you kids, I need alimony. Back and forth with the flows, I need paddle for me, chatter for me, gradually getting kinda louder for me. Oh God, what they won't do, I've been so charged, I've been
Next project I'm going to be working on is these. They're going to be some Nike Blazers. They're the ray guns. I actually just got them the other day.
He's gonna paint ray gun blast on the
I think
inside.
so. I was thinking that or Sonics. I'm trying to decide what to do, but we'll see. Pretty cool shoes though. The swoosh actually changed colors depending on the way you push these sequins.
Mm-hmm.
And back to green if you push them the other way. Got a nice like foam tongue.
Do they foam?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's sick.
Really nice leather, and the insole's pretty cool too. But yeah, still trying to play with ideas on what to do with them. If you guys have any suggestions, throw them in the comments. If not, stay tuned, and we'll have those hopefully on the next episode. You got anything else you want to say, man?
Peace.
No? Alright guys, catch you next time. Peace.
Been on a hustle, nigga, and hit me, broke out that clip and